Hey, how's it going, everybody? Adam Waddell with Silverback Crew. I had a long weekend after North American, drove back from Pittsburgh. I didn't place how I wanted to, but it placed it how I expected to. I know I wasn't quite tight enough, and that's fine. I think we're going to plan on doing the Nationals in 12 weeks. I should be so cut up by then that when I walk on stage, the paramedics will probably be summoned to come see what's wrong with this kid. Anyway, I just want to touch on a couple things about all competitions. Because so many people don't place how they want to. They get completely and totally upset and depressed because they think if the judges, which most of them they don't know, don't call them out in the place they want, that they look terrible. Here's the thing. If you put in all the work that you did and the best that you know that you did the best that you could, then that's all you can do. And you can't put all this time and effort into getting in what's the best shape you've ever been in your entire life, and then let go some stranger tell you that you look like crap and make you feel that way. If you did all you could, you look great. Bodybuilding, all the fitness and stuff, is first and foremost what you have to understand. It's a competition with yourself and against yourself. So as long as you look better every time, that's a win. It's only second that should be what you go up and talk to the judges and this and that and see what they say and see where you place. And you have to be mentally strong enough to understand that that's their opinion. That might not be everybody's opinion. You might think you look better than somebody else. Here's the thing with all that bodybuilding and stuff, fitness, all that kind of thing. It's basically like this. You have all different people up there, and they're all people. But my analogy on that is, if you line up a bunch of trees across a stage, if you put the most beautiful, well-fed, well-fertilized, most magnificent dogwood tree you've ever seen on stage, you put an oak tree on stage, you put a redwood on stage, and you put a Japanese maple on stage, and they are all maxed out with food, fertilizer, years of growth, and they all look spectacular by themselves. My glasses keep fogging up because it's humid down here in North Carolina. All those trees look magnificent. However, you got people with opinions, just like yours, that are going to say, man, I like the redwood. The dogwood looks great, but my personal opinion is I like the redwood. So just because you don't end up like you wanted, that doesn't mean you don't look great. That's just not what that particular person or those particular judges were looking for at the time. So I hope that sheds a little light on it. Some people come back from the show, they want to blow their head off. I look like crap, this and that. Well, if you look like crap and you didn't do all you could, then that's on you. But if you did everything you could possibly do and you look the best you've ever looked in your life, then you should be proud of yourself. And don't let somebody else get you upset. The other thing is, if you really want to get in with these judges, I mean, there's 1,000 competitors this weekend. They're people. They're not robots. So if you don't know these judges personally and get to know them, it's going to be harder for them to pull you out of the crowd because almost nobody stands out at these shows. There's so many people to look at. So if you want to get noticed, you need to be friendly with the judges, get to know the judges so they know to look for you when you come out there. There's just too many people to look at. Otherwise, I mean, who doesn't get bored of watching 1,000 competitors walk across the stage? Secondly, the only thing I'm a little disappointed about, and I know you are too, is that I had a lot of people messaging me all week, texting me all week, even this weekend, man, make sure you post a video. Well, I didn't make the top 5. There's 30 in my class, so I didn't get to pose, and I know some of you are upset about. The good news is I'm guest posing this weekend in South Carolina. So there'll be a video next weekend I post, so you can see what's going on. Now, I just want to apologize to my friends and families, but I got to give my friends and fans a little something since they missed out on the posing routine they were expecting to see this coming weekend. So if you just stay tuned for a second, I'll give you just a little taste of what's coming this weekend. I'll see you next weekend.